Alrighty back. Welcome. Alrighty back. Fuck.
You already messed
Alrighty. Welcome back.
There you go.
Welcome back to the podcast, episode 7.
I think so. Yeah,
Episode
we're on
7. Episode 7. It's been a rough day. I feel like we always say that every week. Week, rough day.
We're just not positive.
We're not happy. We're not positive. Yeah. As you can see, we have a new fire.
Built it myself.
Eric built it himself. It's
built the fire.
very warm. So if you see me sweating, it's because of that. We didn't do that. That was already here when we got here.
So we got
but
lucky.
it's a nice. I didn't even know you could do that. I don't know how they did that.
We got lucky.
But it's a nice vibe. It is raining so bad right now.
It's literally raining cats and dogs.
Literally hitting the gritty right now.
Literally. No, a cat landed on my head. And then a dog hit me too.
So the pussy and the bitch is always getting you?
Yeah, always.
Fuck.
But I try not to let that get me down.
You try to stay positive.
Yes, sir.
We always try to stay positive.
Bro, I'm kind of mad.
Why?
Not gonna lie. Right now, I'm looking. I'm tracking. This is not even podcast related, but I'm just tracking.
Unpodcast, unfiltered. Go ahead.
I'm tracking a package that should have been here on Monday, and it's Sam's gift, and it never got here. And right now I'm looking at the status, and it just says delayed. The last shipping status was from May 1st, saying just shipped, and it left Florida.
That was 9 days ago.
Yeah.
Was it from? No, obviously not from Amazon.
No.
Okay, so this is from a website. You don't have to say.
Yeah.
It. I don't
want to give it away.
Yeah.
But
I did, which I'm not.
it's a website.
You told me what it was. I know what it is.
I think I might have. Yeah.
Yeah, but
so it's a website, and there's a third party selling through that website.
I was gonna say, is it through the main one? But I guess you just answered that.
So it's not sold by the main website. It's just someone else selling through them
on their website.
Yeah. So
which brings me, I don't know what to get her because I don't know what she doesn't have that's K-pop. Because I tried to get her K-pop stuff. I know she likes that, but I know she has like one of everything.
Anything K-pop, literally anything.
What if
any groups or?
I was gonna say something bad, but I didn't mean it that way.
Is it gonna get you canceled or what?
No. I don't know if you would get upset. You would laugh.
What is?
I was gonna say, what if I get her like a K-pop molded dildo, like after her favorite.
Well, as long as you name it, maybe.
Her favorite singer. Name it. Well, don't they have names? Jin Young or?
She's gonna get mad at you. First of all. Second of all, just get 7.
7 of them?
Yeah.
Or 7?
7 of them that are different. Well, because there's 7 in the group. That
one
she
for
likes.
every day of the week.
Well, I just meant one for each person that she likes.
Oh, okay. That's that too. Okay. Anyway, I apologize, Sam, if you watch that. That's how we're starting it off.
She's gonna get mad at you. She might get mad at me too.
For saying that?
Just for laughing.
I'm sorry. It was a joke. It was a yoke. It was a yoke.
No, you're already canceled.
But only by Sam.
8 episodes in, we're canceled. Or 7. We're
technically 8. We had that glitch in episode 4.
Yeah.
But good times. Good times of that.
Yeah. What do we got on for today?
We've got a big agenda for today, boys. A big one. A big one.
What is it?
Did you watch, before we get into it, did you watch Guardians?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I saw it on Sunday, I think it was.
What'd you think?
I actually really liked it.
Overall, 1 to 10.
1 to 10? I'd probably give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
8 or 9 out of 10?
I feel like, yeah.
Okay.
Personally.
That's a good one.
What about you?
No, that's good.
Well, what about you? You don't
I'd
rate it that high?
No, yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10.
I would probably give it a 9.
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why? This is me personally.
Okay.
Personally, I liked how it wasn't very forceful in trying to incorporate all the other things happening in Marvel, like most of the movies.
Oh, yeah, it was very much like a standalone.
It was a very standalone, and to some, I talked to some people, read some.
Oh, wait, hold on, time out. If you haven't watched it yet,
pause.
Yeah, there's going to be spoilers. So
Beep.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be spoilers.
Spoilers alert. We're going to say it. I'm not going to not say it.
I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what I'm going to say, but just...
No, I'm definitely going to spoil it. 100%.
Yeah, so.
I'm going to talk about the movie, and no one's going to stop me. This is my show. This is our show, and I'll be damned. So, if you haven't seen it...
Spoiler alert.
We're at 5 minutes right now. Skip to like 15, 20 minutes.
I can put a note underneath saying what time to skip to, because I don't know what time we're gonna stop.
Yeah, I don't know.
About it.
I'm thinking about 10 minutes, but we'll see.
Sometimes
we ramble.
We'll put a time marker.
Yeah, we'll put a time marker. But anyway, starting now. So anyway, so some people saw that as a con, that it was like it was a standalone.
Like it didn't tie in too much.
But I liked that because it wasn't very forceful.
It was a nice break of all the multiverse stuff.
Yeah, and everything happening on and whatever.
They've been writing it pretty hard.
Yeah, I liked it, and I think all of Guardians has that in a way. Although there's in every movie there's always like something, whether it's a character or
just like, subtle tiebacks, but it's not like they're relying on that storyline.
Exactly. So like then this one, I think what would tie in is Adam Warlock. Mm-hmm. That's a character that's going to be in the future. Yeah, and he came out already. Well, he kind of already came out, but now he's on the main feature. He already came out in the end credits of, I believe it's Eternals. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you ever saw that one. Yeah. I believe he's in the end credits of that. So he's already come out before. Same actor, same everything, right?
But just a little tease.
But now, just like I believe in the scene, he walked in from, on the spaceship or something, and he walked in.
Harry Styles hasn't come in yet.
I'm trying to come in Harry Styles. So.
Trying to come into him?
Huh?
What?
No, I'm trying to come to realize that he is him.
Oh. I thought you said you want to come in him in his house.
It could be in a car.
I thought that's what you said.
Huh?
In a car? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't have to be a house or a bedroom. I'm not picky. I'm not a whore.
No, but he hasn't come out. I know he came out in the end credits.
You're right. I actually completely forgot about him. Yeah,
I forgot what character he was supposed to be.
I'm not too sure. Someone could remind us.
I remember Adam Warlock coming out for a little bit.
Yeah, he just made like a cameo. Yeah. And he said something. I think he had one line. Or did he even say something? I don't remember.
I really don't remember. I know he came out. I don't know the context of it or whatever.
Yeah, me neither. I forgot. But like that's the one tease, I guess, or one thing they put into the movie that is going to tie in later. One of the few. I'm sure there's many. I know the Marvel storyline. I'm not like super detailed. Like, Star-Lord was wearing blue shoes, which blue means this and this in the comics. People would like go with that.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I'm not like that crazy, but I know a good amount to be able to speak on it. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was a good movie. So it was very standalone. It didn't force anything. It gave a good backstory of Rocket, which was a great backstory.
We gotta learn
incredibly sad.
Yeah, Sam kept crying every time the animal was shown.
Sam said she didn't cry, that she teared up. It wasn't crying.
That's the same thing. I would look over to her and she's
very sad. I have like a soft spot for animals. So like
it is very sad.
Seeing them, and then seeing Teefs.
Oh
my gosh!
After he shot the two people, whatever, he turned around. Teefs and Floor were dead.
No, not Teefs and Floor. Teefs and Floor. Yeah, because they had already shot Lila.
And bro, when he was holding Lila like that, and then they came in, shot them, looked back, and both of them were dead. I'm like,
In my head, there was two ways when they were fighting. I was like, okay, she's dead. And I try not to be too analytical of what's happening next. So I just taking the movie as it goes. But I can't help it. So I'm like, okay, he's going to turn around. He's going to save them. They're good. Mm-hmm. But then I'm like, no, because any other flashback he's had so far never has any of them after escaping. You know what I mean? None of his memories have them outside of where they were contained. So I was like, I bet they're going to die somehow. But I thought they were going to die running away. Yeah. I didn't think they were going to die.
I thought they were going to have a fighting chance.
Yeah. I thought they were going to try to get on the ship, and then one of them was going to be like, oh, save yourself, and tackles. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is what
something
I thought.
Heroic.
Like a heroic way.
Not like that.
No, these guys got... I felt like that broke... I didn't cry, but that shit broke my heart. That shit
was
hurt.
Very sad. And at the end, when Rocket's like saving everyone and he sees all the animals.
Dude, he gets all the ones and
all the raccoons, bro.
It pans around and like all the animals are in cages. I'm just like, dude, that's so sad.
I leaned over to Sam and I'm like, I don't think he's going to be able to save them all.
I didn't think he was. Well, they were running out of time. Yeah. Realistically, if you're like trying to not trying to be too analytical about it, realistically, he was running out of time. The ship was going down.
Yeah.
And then
to get out of there.
Cosmo, the dog, couldn't hold the ship aligned.
Yeah.
And so, he was taking a lot of time, which... Again, this is very analytical, but he was taking a lot of time looking at the raccoons and like, oh my God, like his flashback PTSD. In my head, I'm like, dude, hurry up. Move. Yeah, like save him and get the fuck out, cry later, but you guys save him.
Right.
But it was sad. Steph did not like Floors, but I was like, the bunny?
Which one?
Floor?
Yeah.
Not Floors, Floor?
Floor, yeah.
Because of the red eyes and whatever, but I was like, dude, out of all of them, to me, that one seemed like the most... abused and like most hurt out of all
the
of
whole
them.
Mouth thing, and then all the
mouth, the legs. Like she was like most experimented on, or she. I think it's a she. Yeah. And I was like, if anything, that's the one that got me the most. I felt so bad, like a little bunny. Yeah. And then Teeves, they give him the wheels, and oh my god, how can you do that? I don't know. I know that's
trying to build a perfect world. You don't get his vision.
You're right.
I forgot his name.
He's not even the bad guy.
I forgot his name.
The superior, ultimate creator.
The face dude, the messed up face.
Yeah.
When Rocky got in his face and started like gashing him, bro, I was like, oh my god, yes, Rocky, go off.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, fucking kill him, kill him.
I was hoping he was gonna just obviously I knew he didn't because that was a flashback, but I was hoping he'd do like a lot more
damage.
Yeah,
fucked him up pretty bad after they took off his face.
And you can see
he fucked him up pretty bad.
Good. It should have been more.
Mommy, daddy,
should have given him rabies.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I give it, like I said, I give it like a good 9, and it left enough where it like gave us an ending, but it also set it up where you have the new Guardians, which is the dude with the arrow, whatever his name is, Cosmo's now there. Rocket's the captain now. Groot's
Adam Warlock is in there too.
Adam Warlock's in there. Groot is now.
We still with him?
He's still Groot, but now he's like something else Groot. Because now he like in the end, I don't know if you saw, he was like glowing
to something else.
He was like glowing. He had like power, like the Infinity Stone.
He evolved or something.
Yeah. Eevee evolution.
And that furry little animal thing too. Yeah. The brown thing. I don't know what it's called, but
one of my first complaints, it wasn't really a complaint, but I guess it was. Yeah, was that Adam Warlock? They downplayed Adam Warlock. Because again, I'm not super into like every storyline, but I know generally a little bit of every hero or whatever super being. And in the comics, Adam Warlock is like super fucking powerful.
Right.
Like his kind.
That's exactly what I told Sam. I'm like, I'm really surprised the way they portrayed Adam Warlock. What do you mean? I'm like, well, he's supposed to be like this very strong being. Because I remember when when they're still on the Avengers thing, I remember people saying like, oh, they should introduce Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock could 100% take on Thanos easily. Yeah. And even easier than...
He's one of the strongest
he is like one of the strongest. Yeah. But I told Sam that, but then in my head, I started thinking about it a little bit later, like as I was driving, like, well, maybe this is just him not really knowing his full power yet, and this is just like the beginning of his story, and then they're gonna start, like, he's gonna start learning, oh, like I am the strong being, learn how to control it, I guess.
And you're right. So I was reading a lot and hearing a lot, and I kind of came to the same conclusion before reading all that. But I was thinking he's a kid right now, and which ties into what you said, but I didn't use those words or one of my thought process. But I was like, he's a kid. He hasn't matured yet.
Yeah, he's still learning, still growing, and everything.
Exactly, and you could see it in the movie. So I'm like, you know what? I actually, now that I see that and think of it that way, I actually like the way they portrayed him, because introducing him right off the bat, and because theoretically, right, if they had introduced him right off the bat as the greatest being, he could have taken out everyone.
Yeah, there would have been a
movie
10
was
minute,
over
10
in
minutes.
fucking, if that. 10 minutes because he took a nap. Like, he would have been in and out. Like that. So
exactly. So I mean,
I actually really liked
from a theatrical movie making point of view, they had to kind of
slump it. Let's slow it down.
Yeah, that's to nerf him.
Yeah, they nerfed him.
Yeah, they nerfed him. So.
But at the end, at first it was my complaint, but I was like, you know what? No, I liked it.
For me, it wasn't really a complaint. It was just more of like a surprise. Like I expected him to be this whole tough character or whatever, and it didn't end up like that. But
did you hear? I'm sure. Well, you did hear, but the first F-bomb.
Apparently
in the MCU universe.
Open the effing door.
Open the fucking door,
bro. That
I didn't expect that.
It was so.
I didn't
funny.
I was like, what the fuck? Did he say that? Because I was like, no shot. I was like, isn't this PG-13? But you don't know, in PG-13 movies, you can drop one F-bomb.
Yeah.
And that was the one. But they haven't thrown it in the entire movie series.
They used it very well. That was very, funny.
I saw an interview with Chris Pratt, and he said that wasn't even scripted. That it was one of they're doing a bunch of takes, I guess. And I think I think he said he was frustrated or something. Or he just felt like it was a good moment to do it. And they kept it in the movie. He's like, usually some of the actors, he didn't say like who, but some of the actors will drop one here and there just to see if like the director will keep it or not.
And they never do.
And they never do. But he's like, this one, they kept it. So he's like, I guess it was a good time. And it was funny.
It was The Last Guardian.
It was hilarious.
Let's just go all out on it. And let's include it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. The timing of it was perfect.
Yeah.
And I do like the ending. It kind of, I think I had mentioned this, where they gave us a good ending, I feel like.
Yeah.
Got some closure. We know what's happening to the Guardians. We know where everyone's going. It wasn't like, okay, yeah, like we're done.
Yeah.
You know, like there was some explanation as to why.
You knew the direction they were going.
Yeah.
And I feel like it also left it open to a return or for them to cross paths at some time again. It wasn't just like, oh, Star-Lord's gone. We don't know
well,
where
at the very end, it said like Star-Lord will return. So
but he's the only one. But like Mantis, Mantis is gone. Which Mantis
Gamora's gone too.
Yeah, Gamora, but that's a dumb green bitch. Why doesn't she love my boy? Love him.
That person that loved her is dead.
I thought they were gonna reconnect for a second. No, but they didn't.
That would have been too easy.
Yeah, that would have been too easy. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't though, because that would have been like that's what the audience would have wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It
just after my guy Rocky.
Because he's rock hard.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, Rocky, that guy they're talking about. Guy. Rocket.
What?
She's after Groot because he got the wood. Wait, but is he a kid? Not anymore.
He's a grown ass man.
He's a dude. And the scene where he like opened and he got the guns and they were just like doo.
That was pretty cool.
That shit was badass. Dope. Dude, I saw some wild takes though. Mind you, I think this is a great movie. One of, for me personally, probably top 5 MCU. Mm-hmm. Probably a number 5, if not 6. Mm-hmm. Okay, for me. So I still think out of the 20 whatever MCUs, I think it's the top fucking 10% for me. A lot of people agree. But I saw some wild take. Like, you know the scene where they're in the ship in the hallway and everyone's going ham fucking fighting? They said that action sequence was better than the action sequences in John Wick 4.
What? Those aren't even comparable. They're two...
Dude!
You're loud.
That was wild too. I read that and I was like...
Those are completely different things.
That's a stretch. That is a stretch. Even if they were the same. Even if they were the same thing. No, they're not. Yeah. John Wick 4...
That movie was a whole thing on its own. That was an amazing movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, John Wick 4 my favorite one. Amazing. Out of all of them, great.
Yeah.
Amazing. Honestly.
But not better than...
I was like, dude, come on. Stop that. That's not better. No. It's not better. But again, it's two separate things. But even if it was the same thing, still not better.
Yeah, that's a really wild take.
That was the wildest one I saw. saw. The rest were saying like it was a... Oh, one of them was saying... Again, this is very subjective, depending on how you rate it. For the majority, I feel like it's false. They said it was better than Infinity War.
Oh, like the fight sequence or the movie in general?
The movie in general.
Oh, okay.
I have Infinity War probably at 1 or 2.
That was a really good movie. Especially the airport fight thing, the whole thing. Seeing
airport
all of them.
Fight.
Yeah,
that was Civil War.
Oh, I'm stupid.
That was...
Which one was Infinity War? That's the one before Endgame.
Infinity War is right before Endgame. So where they try to stop Thanos and then Thor comes in and they have the bubble around Wakanda. Yeah, aim for the head scene.
Yeah. Okay. My bad.
I probably have that one at 1 or 2.
That one's pretty good.
I only have Endgame at 2. I mean, Endgame... I feel like they're tied for me. But because like they give me different feelings. Because I'm a huge action sequence. The storyline for Infinity War was crazy. Everyone's trying to do all kinds of things to stop it. Yeah. And Endgame. But Endgame gave me the like final stand of heroes coming together, Tony Stark dying. Like that gave me a certain feeling. Yeah. So because of that a little bit, it tied. I don't know. But I have those at like 1 and 2. But not better than Guardians. I mean, Guardians is not better than those.
I don't think I even have a list. I never even thought about like to rank my favorites.
I do have a list.
I don't think I do.
I don't know. I don't know the order. But here's my list. I have Infinity War. I have Endgame. Those are tied, maybe 1 and 2 interchangeable here and there. Iron Man 1 started it, and it's OG, just a good movie, first of all. Just started everything, though. So I have Iron Man 1.
That movie made Iron Man my favorite superhero.
I think it did for me, too. Yeah. I liked him before Marvel became like its whole Marvel thing right now. I liked Iron Man because I thought he was cool. But I never knew too much about him. Yeah. Because before I was real Spider-Man. Spider-Man was probably my favorite.
Wolverine was my favorite. I used to want to be that dude so bad.
Oh, Wolverine, yeah. I like Wolverine. I liked his scruffiness, like man.
Seeing the first X-Men.
Yeah.
And seeing Hugh Jackman, like the black leather and his hair all like weird.
On the side has like a rim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to rewatch the X-Men movies. I need to rewatch those. I haven't seen them in a while.
There's so many. I need to start from the beginning.
There's like 7, isn't
see
there?
Like what's like chronologically correct.
Right.
But yeah, I need to re-see that.
Logan made me cry.
Logan was such a good movie.
Made me tear.
That was a good movie. I feel like I did tear.
Probably top 10 movies for me.
I did tear, I believe.
Such a good movie.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I saw it.
I love the fact that it was rated R.
I want to say recently. I want to say like November. I think I remember being maybe around Thanksgiving I saw it. It's a good movie.
It really is.
Anyway, what else do I have? Oh, Civil War is probably one of up there on favorite movies. I liked Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier.
I don't really like that one too much. It didn't stick out in my head.
It was good. I don't know if it's top 5 for me. I do like Civil War though, because I really like the storyline. Now let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you remember Civil War? You obviously do. The fight scenes, the airport scene, right? Whose side would you have be on? So there was Tony Stark and Captain America.
So one's like pro listening to the government. The other one's like, we're gonna do our own thing because
so
only we can govern ourselves.
Tony Stark was, let's sign the treaty or whatever. We'll listen to government. And Captain America was, well, we can't give our power to the government because blah blah blah. Because
can't trust them and
can't trust them.
They're gonna use us for bad and stuff or something like that. I forget. As much as I love Iron Man, I think I would have sided with Captain America. Only because I don't want, like, I kind of agree with him. Like, if you're kind of signing yourself to them, like, they're going to use you in whatever capacity they want, and you're not allowed to, like, have any say in that. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, you're still humans, whether you're heroes or not. You're still humans. And especially the government, I don't trust any government. They're going to use you for bad.
Yeah, I get you.
At some point.
No, I get you.
And you're not going to be able to fight it because you signed the treaty and all that, and you're either going to go to jail or die or whatever, you know. Well, maybe not die because you're superheroes, but still, you're going to have some consequences. And since they're all superheroes, they should all be able to govern themselves. Yeah, maybe like run some things by the government, have some input from them. But at the end of the day, you should be able to make your own, like, call your own shots and choose what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
Okay.
So I would go Captain America.
I was a little half and half, but at the end of the day, I'd probably side with Tony.
Really?
Not because he's my favorite, but here's why. So I side with Captain America because everything you said is true. Yes, 100%. And governments, especially not even in that world, but just governments are corrupt, and they're gonna use you. They're gonna probably, knowing governments, they're gonna lead you to believe you're doing something because of this reason, and then behind closed doors, it was something completely different. Right?
Yeah.
So because of that, I would want to do our own thing. But one of the main arguments they said in the movie, from my understanding, if I'm correct, I remember correctly, was that Captain America was saying if something happens, we can't, if something happens in the world or like there's attacks and stuff, we need to be able to just go and do, not be told what we can and can't do. Like, oh, you can't go protect them or you can't go save that, like we can't have you over there, you know what I mean? But so basically they can't be held back on what who they can and cannot protect, I guess. And Tony, he was gonna side with the government. He said let's sign, but knowing Tony, who he is, like as a character and as a person, no matter what's happening, like if there's aliens invading the world, like Avengers 1, and the U.S. said, no, we're not going to attack them, we're just going to nuke Manhattan or something. Yeah. He's not going to listen. No matter what treaty he signed, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he's going to do what's right. And so that's why I sided with him, because at the end of the day, no matter who says what, he's going to do what's right. So if it's right to save these people, if it's right to do this rather than what the government's saying, he's going to do it. And
well, then why even sign the treaty? Like,
to get them off their back, because they're
just to appease them, to shut them up.
To shut them up, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I think. Knowing Tony, I mean, knowing the person he is, exactly. I mean, he did it to like do his whole character was that he knew something bad was going to happen, and he wasn't going to rest until like the world was safe after Avengers 1, which is why like in Endgame, Pepper was like, you can rest, Tony, because like he finally, because he would have nightmares, everything's all good, everything's fine, like we're safe, which he saved the world. So which emphasizes why I know it came out after Civil War, but emphasizes why I would have gone with Tony, because at the end of the day, no matter what, he was going to do what's right. Like, he's going to save the world. He's going to save them. He's going to do this. Even if all the governments are saying you're not. And knowing who he is, which we saw in the past movies, he's not going to give up his suits. He's not going to give up his office. He's not going to give up his technology. He already said he wouldn't. In Iron Man movies, he went to court with them and said, "You're not taking my stuff," basically. He walked out of court.
But that's one person, though. Like, what's to say the others wouldn't, like, okay, just, like, fold to the government?
You're absolutely right. But that's when you just got to trust that if you're following Tony and he's your leader, then you'll follow.
Yeah, like what he does.
Yeah. And, I mean, he has the power, the technology to do a lot on his own. Not to say he doesn't need help. He definitely would in certain situations, but whether they followed him or not, he was willing to fight. I mean, he's willing to fight. He fucking took on Captain America. He took on Captain America and Bucky.
You sound like a communist. Not wanting freedom.
100%. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck commies do. I don't know what commies do. But I would have gone with Tony in that situation. So that's why.
I wouldn't even want to appease the government. I want them to know. I don't want to listen
that you
to
stand
them.
against them.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
more of a statement.
So then because you would be on Cap's side, you were. How did you feel knowing that Cap knew Bucky killed Tony's parents, didn't tell him, and then when Tony found out, still defended him. Not even like, I don't know what to do.
But, so like okay. So speaking on that, I understand Tony's anger, frustration, that feeling of betrayal, because Captain America is supposed to be like the leader of the team, supposed to be good friends with Tony or whatever, and he still kept that, which, you know, Tony has been dealing with for years, obviously. So I understand Tony, but I also understand Captain America in like keeping that a secret, because one, Bucky wasn't even in control. It was a whole what do you call it? Hydra brainwashing him and having him as like a sleeper agent. So I mean, it's not really his fault,
right?
And I mean, Bucky now is like very remorseful on it or whatever. He obviously was not in control. So I understand like that part, and obviously, hold on, where was I going with that?
That's the train of thought, because Hydra got into his head. Pineapples, orange, yellow.
It was yellow.
Food truck.
No. No, I mean, like Steve Rogers, Captain America, he knew that it would completely mess with Tony. It would not be the same person, and killing Bucky would, you know, ultimately change Tony. Like, I feel like internally and mentally and stuff. So I feel Captain America did it in the best interest for Tony, even though, you know, Tony didn't see it right then and there. But I feel like he made the right decision. I don't think I would have said anything either. I feel like I would have kept it a secret, because it would have just caused a lot more issues than if he just never found out.
And they needed at that point. Not needed, but Bucky was a useful. Once they got him on his side, he is useful.
Yeah. And again, I mean, he wasn't in control. He didn't know what he was doing. I mean,
I agree with you to an certain extent. So I would, to a degree, keep it a secret, right? Hold a secret, because, and I 100% agree, he wasn't him. He wasn't in control. I 100% agree with that. And it's not really Bucky's fault. So I'm not blaming Bucky for killing him. That's not the part where I disagree with. Is the part
defending him or what?
Defending him and holding it. So he held the secret up until it was too late. So again, there's maybe not a best time, but as Cap, you are the leader, right?
But like, how do you drop that?
Exactly.
Like,
and exactly.
Hey, this person here that's with us.
It's tough, but I think you need to, or not need to, what would have been, I guess, good or most beneficial was hold that secret up until it got to a certain point. Sorry, there was like random people walking by.
Yeah, I'm looking at the reflection.
So hold it to a point where they say, or where Cap is like, hey, in his head maybe to himself, like, all right, we've gone to the point where Tony's going to find out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I mean? He's going to find out. He's going to learn right now. And as a team, our next objective, our next mission, I need everyone together. You know what I mean? I need us all to work together. We can't be fighting each other, which the whole movie.
They're fighting each other.
They're fighting each other. So before it got to that point, or you foresaw it got to get to that point, again, how do you drop it? I don't know. I have no answer. It to him. But you need to be like, hey, this happened. And I think he did say in the movie, like, it wasn't his fault. That wasn't him. That whatever. And I get that.
I get what you're trying to say.
But it already got to that point where Tony found out without Cap, not from Cap. It's like what's a good example? It's like finding out something from your friend rather than hearing it from a stranger. You know what I mean? Like Tony found out from wherever he found out. Mm-hmm. But if you heard it from a friend, maybe it'll hurt a little less. Like a friend's telling you.
But if I find out and I know you, I
know you know.
Yeah.
Like if Sam cheated on you and I knew and she cheated on you.
And I didn't find out until like I walked in on her or something and you're like, hey man, I should have told you.
Yeah, like this has been going on for years. Yeah. And I found out months ago.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
I'd be more mad.
You know what I mean?
Then if you initially found out like starting day one, you walked in or you saw her outside or something and you told me like the next day or something, okay. Like,
or even, it doesn't even have to be the next day, but before it got too late. Yeah. Which, I mean, in that situation,
well, even at that,
like, time.
Even if you found out like a month ago and you still told me like a month later, I'd be like,
yeah,
30 days have passed. You could have said something.
But in that situation, in Caps 2, it could be like, I didn't know how to tell you, right? Which is tough. But
I agree.
you have to get. It's like a tough conversation to have. But Cap, in my head, Cap being the leader of the team of Avengers and being the leader of everyone, he's the good guy. That's a conversation you have to have. Exactly. Now we're getting real deep on it. Now this is managerial. He just came
out of ICE. He doesn't know social skills.
Oh, like so stupid.
A little bit.
He's like, hey, you give him a little Russell on the tussle and hey, it's all good to go in Brooklyn.
I can go all day.
I can do this all day. Gets his ass beat. Fuck. Which, honestly,
what?
Iron Man was holding his own, bro. I mean, given it was a suit. But if he was getting his ass beat, and then he started fucking going at it. Bah, bah, bah. And,
Well, while we're on the topic, and this just popped in my head, while we're on the topic of superheroes and, like, holding their own, how do you feel about Batman versus Superman? I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
I don't think we have. Like, who would win in a fight?
Yeah, well, the movie and, like, who do you really think would win in a fight and stuff?
There's a lot of variables. So this is my thinking process.
I already know my stance, and I will die on this hill.
I'll try to make this quick. So So Batman, for those who don't know, Batman knows like 100 plus martial arts fighting styles. 100 plus. He has all kinds of gadgets. He's tough. So fighting hand-to-hand combat, tough. He's got gadgets. He's got everything. So in this situation, of course, can't get too specific, right? But I would ask, what suit is he wearing? Because he has a few different suits too, right? Let's just say normal suit, normal fucking suit, and normal everything, normal grappling hooks and just like little things here and there. Honestly, I mean, I think Superman will win.
Okay.
Because given normal everything, right? If he has some of his better suits, better gadgets, and I mean, you can argue, does Batman have kryptonite? Because kryptonite is Superman's obviously only weakness. That's a different conversation. I don't want to get that way off that much. But in like hand-to-hand combat, I think he would give Superman a whooping, right? But I don't think he would do enough damage to beat him. Because I think it's Superman, theoretically, right? Here's what I'm thinking. If they're going at it, right? And Superman grabs him and just takes off flying, right? And just starts smashing him through buildings. And then like maybe rips off his mask, which he can. He has the strength.
Yeah.
And just finds him in a weakness. I'm not saying this happens off the bat. I'm sure Batman can hold his own for a while. But let's say he rips off his mask and just fucking one pumps him in the fucking temple. or fucking
laser beam.
Batman is human.
Do his ice breath or whatever.
Yeah. Batman is human.
Yeah.
Right? He's just human.
He's not going to take it like a champ. He's going to die.
With his suit, yeah, he can
depends
take
on
a
the
lot.
suit and all that.
Yeah, again, depends on the suit, but he could take a lot. But if Superman finds the moment of just I think he wins. Now, go ahead.
No, okay. No, I agree with you. Under those circumstances. What's people doing? Sorry.
For all those that can't see, we obviously do this in a meeting room type deal.
I just see them
and there
outside.
Are these one couple that just keeps walking back and forth and keeps constantly looking in here. So I don't know if they want to come in here, but I really hope they don't because it's going to ruin the vibe in here. I think they're going to wait for us, but whatever.
They're going to be waiting for a while.
That's fine.
Anyways, so I agree with you up to a certain extent. I do agree with you on all of it, like depending on the suit and all that. So,
but you can get off in different.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of variables.
There's a lot. I'm just saying, like
this and this, and
if you got Dark Knight Batman in the streets, normal suit and regular,
Superman.
even in regular Superman, I think against regular Batman, I still take Superman. But because of those reasons.
So okay, let's start with both being regular. You know, Batman's just taking a stroll in Gotham, and then here comes Superman.
Right.
Just starts fighting him out of nowhere.
Right.
I feel like Superman would. If Superman had the intention of actually like killing him,
right,
he can do it in an instant.
Yeah, instantly.
Just like one punch to the heart.
Because again,
like Superman, he has the strength to just tear him apart.
Superman is superhuman.
Yeah,
right? He's bulletproof.
He's invincible.
He's damn near invincible.
Damn near. Okay.
Batman, although can take a lot, take a lot from a lot of people. If like you said, that's a good word. If he had intention and he wanted to, he could wipe him.
He can literally just stick his hand through his chest and just pull out his heart.
Exactly, because that almost no matter what suit Batman has, unless I don't know of any, unless I'm missing one that is Superman proof, he could probably break through every single one of Batman's suits. So go ahead.
What's the guy doing? Okay.
That was gonna come knock on the door.
Yeah, I was about to get mad. Sorry guys.
Sorry, weird couple watching.
I'm like borderline mad. I'm just like waiting. So if Superman had the intention of actually hurting him, Superman would win. But if Batman was kind of expecting it, see the thing I love about Batman, he has a contingency plan for all the DC heroes. You know, he knows their weaknesses.
Another thing I didn't say was that Batman's IQ is insane.
Yeah,
this guy is like superhuman.
He knows everyone's weakness and everyone's background, everyone's identity. He knows it. So like, yeah, his IQ is crazy. And that's where this comes in. Like, if he was expecting it, I'm 100% sure he can come up with some sort of trap to kill Superman if he needed to. You know, have some sort of kryptonite projectile ready that's going to pierce him and just kill him. I 100% am sure that Batman would be able to create some sort of scheme to do it. But again, like, if Batman's just taking a stroll around Gotham and Superman comes, he can easily kill him.
Yeah.
Now, Batman vs. Superman, the movie, with that special suit that he had, whatever, to be able to take more hits and all that.
Yeah, it was like that iron suit or steel, whatever.
I forgot what he called it, the Iron Bat.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
But
it's like the Iron Man suit of Batman.
Yeah. So I don't know. In that case, I like I said, Batman's like all knowing, very smart, has a contingency plan for everyone, knows everyone's weakness. So like, and he knew in that movie like, Superman, I mean, at the end of this, I'm going to have to kill him or something. So he was expecting it. I do think Batman deserved to win that fight.
Correct.
In the movie. In the movie. But again, randomly, Superman wants to take cheap shots. Superman's going to win.
Yeah.
But I know I get a lot of people that saying like, no matter what, he's going to win. He's going to kill him. Superman.
No matter what.
No matter what.
I wouldn't say no matter what. I agree with you though.
I guess.
Bouncing off that.
If your mom's name is Barbara, then he'll leave you alone. By the way.
Yeah, but that's it.
Batman's weakness, I guess.
That's it though.
His parents.
After that, no more. Bouncing off that. Who's your favorite Batman?
Ooh, of all of them.
I mean, we weren't really around for the very old Batmans.
Like Adam West and all that.
Adam West.
I've seen some of the
George Clooney was one.
Yeah, no, that was before. I've seen them, but. Like, no, I wasn't there for it. You know?
And
no, honestly, still, regardless, even when having all the other Batmans,
and including current Pattinson.
Ooh. So currently, I still like Christian Bale. I grew up with Christian Bale as my Batman. I think he did an amazing job, and I think Robert Pattinson's right there. I think he has everything down. I'm eager to see where they take it in like future movies. Hopefully, there are future movies. I'm interested in seeing it because I think he portrayed a good Bruce, like in his early years, like still hurt and dealing with the death of his parents and all that. Still new to being Batman, learning all that. I don't know. I think he brought an interesting.
Did I see Batman with you? Did I see Batman with you? Did we see it at the draft?
Oh, with Robert Pattinson? Yeah.
Okay, I agree. So I'm 100% Christian Bale. I think Ben Affleck
I think he had the potential, but
he did good enough to make me interested in the movies. But I think some of it, as Batman, I think he could do good. But I wasn't a fan of the movies that he was in, which were Batman vs Superman,
Justice
League. I wasn't a fan of the movies, but that wasn't his fault. No. I think that's a directing thing. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of blame on him for that. Pattinson did a good, and I agree with you, he did a very good amateur Batman, because in the comics, when Batman first became Batman, he was very much more a vigilante more than he was like a hero that the city looked up to.
Yeah, like he wasn't doing it for the city. He was doing it like...
He was doing it like for himself. Like he wanted to feel the hole and the pain from his parents. So he was more like...
He was looking for an outlet, I guess.
Yeah. So he's looking for punching bags.
Yeah.
And but just like, so happened to be...
The intro of that movie, like when he's walking into the station, you're...
Yeah.
Like this is Boots stepping, and then like everyone like they're kind of scared, but like they still don't know really who Batman is, the Batman.
Right.
And so they're not that scared. They just think, oh, he's this crazy guy. He starts beating their ass like that, ruthless. Oh see, I love that version of Batman.
See, and again, that's the vigilante young version of what we see in Christian Bale. Was he's been Batman for 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's still young. You know, he's still young. But
by then, he already had his like code of ethics. Like, I'm not going to kill people. I'm not going to hurt people this type of way.
I do this. I do this. I stop this. I stop crime.
Yeah.
I help.
So now he's doing it more for Gotham than his own personal agenda.
But I also just love the way Christian Bale played Batman.
Yeah. I think he played
and I think
really
it was all had to do with the directing of the movies. I think that plays a big role in it.
Yeah.
But everything just, oh my God, Christian Bale.
Yeah, my favorite Batman movie is probably... The Dark Knight, was it Rises? The second one? Mm-hmm. I love that one. Mainly also because of the Joker.
Oh, dude, Joker.
Heath Ledger. Oh my God. He's my favorite Joker. And I'm sure, I mean, that might be on the bandwagon or whatever. Ooh. So they both bring interesting
They both
takes.
different things. Because
they're
Joker...
both different, but in great ways.
Joker in Dark Knight Rises is more hysterical, outgoing, creating the plans of... just destroying and stuff.
Well, it's kind of similar like to Robert Pattinson and Christian Bale, where like Joaquin Phoenix is more kind of Joker starting out, kind of like
it's more in his mind of what he's creating, how he's developing to get the mindset of becoming Joker.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
in the beginning of the movie he wasn't Joker.
Yeah,
but as the movie progresses, it really
kind of see him forming into it, like coming into his own character, I guess.
Of Joker. But yeah,
Heath Ledger was already Joker for a while. Yeah, and like so, again, the comparison.
It was different POVs, different timelines of where they were in their life.
Yeah, so they're both amazing. So I love them both, but just for different reasons.
I think I like Heath Ledger's.
Heath Ledger did an amazing job of just being wild and like what I feel like if Joker was a real person, I would imagine that. Mixed with Joaquin Phoenix, just the outlandish, just like anger, and because there, I don't think he's completely like crazy. Like obviously he is, but it wasn't until like more towards the end of the movie where he starts accepting that crazy and just kind of starts
embracing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the perfect word. Embracing it, and Heath Ledger at that point already has, and he just really just goes with it, and he loves it. It's part of him.
Yeah, it's like his adrenaline.
Yeah, which. Just speaking of Joker, I started listening to it's like a 7-episode podcast on Spotify for like Harley Quinn. It's just like an audio story thing. They're only like 30 minutes each, and I think I'm like halfway through. But it's just
on Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn as she was Dr. Harley Quinzel, whatever, and then her wanting to talk to Joker and how they met and everything, and just it's through her point of view, and it's actually pretty good.
Send me the link.
Yeah, I can send it to you.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah, because at this point where I'm at in the thing, she already started talking to Joker. She's dealing with her own personal stuff, and she's using Joker to get something that she needs, and Joker's kind of like manipulating her already, but she doesn't really recognize it, and she thinks she's doing the manipulating. And yeah, so that's kind of like right where I'm at. She was able to get Joker out of Arkham by telling him like what to say, how to act during like a psych evaluation to see if he can be released or not. So, and at this point, I think he's the Joker, but nobody calls him the Joker because he's still kind of like a nobody. He hasn't made a name for himself, so he's still kind of half crazy. Kind of, I guess you can like a Joaquin, kind of crazy, kind of not. Still hasn't really. He calls himself the Joker. Some people do. That's his like ID or nickname, but like
his street name.
Yeah, nobody else really calls him that. So, but yeah, what were you gonna say?
How do you feel about Jared Leto, Joker? Because I was mixed in the middle. For a little bit honestly, for a little bit there, I liked it. It was like, it gave me, for a little bit there. And I mean, I guess I still do. But again, I think it's a lot of way the movies were.
I think it's the directing. I feel like
he had potential. It's a lot of the directing.
And I feel bad for him because apparently there was a lot more scenes of him. In what movie was he coming out in? Was it Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad, yeah. 2? 1?
I think so. One. The first one.
Yeah.
I forgot which one it was, but there's one
where he's in the club and then he goes on the helicopter and then he falls or something.
Yeah. So like there's more video of him, but like they decided to cut it out and they only showed him in parts, which kind of sucks. They didn't do him justice. I think he had potential. It was still kind of a weird take because like he was like a Joker gangster kind of person.
Yeah, he was like a gangster type.
Yeah.
He wasn't like the crazy city hood rat.
Yeah.
He was like the crazy mob leader.
Like I'm the leader. I'm head of this organization. I tell people what to do, and more of like a gangster mafia approach to it.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess is interesting. It's a fresh take because I mean, I haven't seen that many like that. Usually everyone's like, oh, I'm the crazy clown. He took it a little bit different.
But I kind of liked his character. I don't know why. I
think it's okay. I'm not that huge of a fan, but I didn't hate it. Like I said, potential's there. I don't think they did him justice.
Yeah.
And so that's not really his fault. If they made a standalone movie with him,
which DC got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
For directing all their movies. I don't know.
Yeah. They can't get it right. They have so many good heroes.
I don't know much about the DC directors. I know like a lot of MCU directors, but I wonder is it the same director or same couple?
No, they're all different.
Well, then they're all fucking trash.
I forgot who did the Justice League. What's his name? Snyder.
Well, that's a Snyder cut. That's when they released a Snyder cut, but he got fired from the original.
Oh, really?
League. Yeah, that's
I don't remember that.
So, there's that Snyder cut that's like 4 hours long.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's on HBO.
But the original Justice League, he was doing it, and then he got like fired from it because he was trying to take a different approach, and they didn't like it. Which they should have kept him because this guy's fucking Justice League was. It's kind of ass. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it could have been a lot better because that's the first time they brought the Justice League together. So I know when that was.
I think CGI could have been better too. I haven't seen that movie in a minute, but the CGI.
Oh, okay.
Just the effects on it.
Aquaman could have been 100% much better. Aquaman was garbage.
You didn't like the first Aquaman?
I didn't like Aquaman.
Or I guess still first. Yeah, the second one hasn't come out.
I didn't really like it.
I liked it. It was okay.
I didn't care for it. It was alright. I wouldn't really like watch it again.
I was interested, like seeing them bring Aquaman to like life or whatever. Because in my head, I'm like, he's in the ocean. What else can he do? But then, I mean, I thought it was okay. It wasn't my favorite. I think my favorite DC has been Wonder Woman.
Ooh, the second one's kind of trash though.
I don't know. I like the first one.
I like the first one. Yeah. I like the first one when he rides in the plane and dies. No, but it's like, so sentimental.
The second one's okay, but I know the first one really stood out to me.
I think the first one's good. I think they could have done the villain a lot better, and they could have brought it out. Like, there's a lot of little nicks. They could have, whatever. Okay.
I also just love Gal Gadot.
Whoever they're gonna get to direct DC movies from now on, they should be taking notes on James Gunn, the Russo brothers, all the MCU directors. And
I think what helps, they have a whole plan laid out. They're like, okay, this is how we want to do it. Eventually, we want to get here.
And so that's how we can incorporate this, and this.
Yeah, and how does this tie to this? I think their planning is just a lot better because I think the DC is just a lot of single movies. They're kind of
hoping they connect.
Loosely connecting. And like, I don't think they have that great of a plan. And then when they do, I think the story, like the scripts and all that can be better. Again, the storytelling, all that.
I didn't really mess with Black Adam that much either.
I haven't even seen it.
Mid 6.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not bad.
I didn't want to see it.
It's not bad, but it's not what. Again, it's a DC.
Is it free anywhere? I know I was gonna wait until
it's now.
I was hoping it was gonna be on HBO because I know HBO gets all the DC movies.
It might be on something. We could look it up.
I need to see it, but what do you call it? Yeah, no, I haven't seen Black Adam. I kind of like Shazam. First one? You didn't like it? I kind of liked it.
I mean, like...
It wasn't great, but I
was
did
okay.
like it.
It was a little silly.
Yeah, it kept my attention.
But I didn't, and I don't want to see the second... the first one wasn't bad. I don't remember not liking it. I remember walking out, I was like, okay, yeah, that was okay, or whatever. But the second one, dude, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, bro, this looks trash. You telling me the second one looks good? It's on HBO.
I'm trying to
Black Adam's on HBO.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. I might have to give it a watch. So the second one, I mean, it looks okay. It doesn't
look that good. It doesn't look like the development, the villain. It's very like
just
legitimately, I get Power Ranger vibes. Like with all of them standing together and morphing, and then the villain comes out and they're like in the city.
The city?
It literally gives me Power Ranger vibes. Like they're Power Rangers.
I can see that. Okay.
And I don't like it because I'm like, they're supposed to be much cooler. Like Shazam is a silly guy, yeah, but he's a lot more powerful, and he's Black Adam's number one not accomplice.
Adversary.
Like they fight.
Yeah.
There's a big fight between them.
They're supposed to keep up with each other and all that.
And another, that's why I didn't really like Black Adam that much. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but like they're not doing it justice. They're not doing it justice. But anyway.
Well, DC has all the components to put it together. They have so many great heroes and characters. And they have good actors. That's the thing. They have good actors. They have big names on there, and they just can't get it done.
But the thing that sucks is they fired their top three. So Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck.
Well, that's why they're getting sued. And Gal Gadot, I think.
Yeah, and Gal Gadot. And because they were promised so much. Yeah. And now they're like, oh, we're scraping all that. No. And they're like, well, we didn't take on all these movie roles, but because you said we were going to work on this and we're in everything takes time.
So they had to like push away other work that could have. Yeah,
but either way, regardless of that, those are great actors. Ben Affleck, I don't think he's a bad Batman. You know, I don't think he's.
No, he has potential, like we said.
Henry Cavill is a great Superman.
And Gal Gadot she's a beautiful woman. She's my girlfriend.
She could use that whip on me any day. Let me tell you that.
Sheesh. That lasso.
That lasso, whatever.
Wonder Woman, I'm lying. Tie me up. Find out.
Oh no! I punched a baby. Come get me.
I punched him. Of all things, I punched a baby.
Come get me.
No, yeah.
I don't know. They could be so much better.
Nah, it has so much potential. I mean, hopefully they can get it together. Wait, how'd you feel about Suicide Squad? I don't remember the second one.
What was the second one? Was that the one with Will Smith? What's his name? Because the first one was when they were fighting that fire monster.
Yeah.
And the dude, what's his name, died? The Mexican Diablo, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Suicide Squad, that's one of the Jared Leto and Will Smith as Deadshot. And the second one is when John Cena comes out.
Oh, he's Peacemaker.
Yeah, he's Peacemaker and all that. I don't remember the second one too much.
Honestly,
it doesn't stand out. I remember seeing it because I know John Cena had some funny
pictures. Oh, you know what?
He was all about peace, but he was like very violent.
Yeah,
and I think that's why I remember laughing.
Because as Peacemaker, the story behind Peacemaker is that he'll do anything for peace, anything. So that's like killing women, children, and don't give a fuck.
As long as there's peace.
As long as there's legit, yeah.
The second one had that like rat squirrel looking thing. Yeah, that drowned, and I don't think he ended up drowning because I think there's like a little twist at the end or something.
Yeah, I think he came back. Yeah, I don't really remember exactly what the fuck they do in that movie.
Yeah, it didn't stand out to me.
This whole episode.
Oh, wasn't there like starfish?
This whole episode has been about the starfish that grip onto some. Aren't they the big ones?
I think so. There's something, yeah.
You're right.
I'm just remembering now.
I need to rewatch that. Maybe I'll rewatch it tonight.
I'm just looking at the whole cast right now, and
this whole episode has been about it's superheroes.
I don't remember him.
I think he died.
Blackguard is his name.
I think he died did he die at the very beginning?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think he got blown up. Did he get blown up or shot? I think he did.
I need to see. Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, how'd you feel about? I know this whole thing's like heroes.
I'm sorry. This wasn't even on the script to talk about superheroes. The whole thing, not at all.
Okay, I remember him. Yeah, he does die, I think. But how do you feel about Deadpool? The Deadpool movies?
I like them. They're funny.
I love the movies.
They're so funny. Ryan Reynolds, great actor in it. Great actor. I'm waiting for them to introduce him into the universe.
Yeah. It's gonna be so funny, and I think they got the green light to treat it the same, like make the R-rated movies with him in there and cuss and do whatever.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. But
one thing I do want to bring up that I wrote down that you want to talk about, I'm just curious, completely unrelated to superheroes.
What?
Gordon Ramsay. I have that written down. What's that all about?
Oh yeah, because I had mentioned I want to just mention it or talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So just for the last 2 weeks. I've been on a Gordon Ramsay,
like a binge
watching Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Disasters, and
you're a bedroom disaster, so
not bedroom, sir.
It was in a car. My parents were crossing the border.
What do you call it? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't know. I think
tell me, bro.
Gordon Ramsay, I feel like would make me cry.
Oh, because he would yell at you.
Yeah, and I would just feel bad.
you would feel bad.
Yeah, I would feel bad.
You would feel bad that you cooked bad food.
Yeah, and him
to his
yelling
standard.
at me. Not feel bad that I served him bad food, but just feel bad that he's making me feel bad.
Oh,
bro, because some of them like this. I know it's all for show. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I like during interviews and stuff that I've seen.
Like half and half.
Yeah, I've heard that he's like a
I've
really
heard
cool
he's
guy.
tough, but if you're nice, he's nice to you.
Yeah, like he's.
But he's very serious in his work.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Which
ahead.
I mean, it's understandable. I'm not gonna
harp on him.
Yeah, I mean, this dude knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing.
Does he though?
Like, yes, he has like 6 Michelin stars, and I don't know, like 200 and something restaurants and
6.
Yeah.
6 Michelin men.
Yeah. Stupid.
No, I'm just joking.
I wanna.
You should watch the movie Burnt.
Burnt?
It's on Netflix, I believe. You have Netflix?
Yeah.
You better, you fucking nobody. Look up the movie Burnt. It has Jake Gyllenhaal? No. Who's the guy that plays Rocket? Fuck. Jake Gyllenhaal? No.
Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper.
Where he's the chef,
He's a
and he's like very high strong and like, yeah, no, I've seen it.
It's so good.
I really liked it.
I said recently, I saw it like a month ago.
Because he's trying to get his first Michelin star.
Yeah, it was very good. A twist towards the end.
Gordon Ramsay actually has 17 Michelin stars.
17?
In one of his shows, he said, I have 6. So
that guy's upgraded.
Very old show, so.
Where's his closest restaurant? Vegas? I know New York.
I heard he's opening one here in San Antonio. But I swear.
It's called La Familia Mi Tierra. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, no, I swear. Unless it's something else.
Oh my God.
Obviously, he's not going to be here cooking, but it's going to be part of his chain.
If anything, it's probably going to be Austin.
Bro, let me see.
Packages.
Yeah,
I've seen some of Gordon Ramsay's episodes and stuff. They're actually very interesting. You know what you should watch? And I saw with Steph. She saw it like a month ago. I don't know if we ever finished it. It's on HBO Max, and it's called Cooking with Selena. So Selena Gomez, she has like a cooking show, and it was during quarantine, like when COVID and quarantine like started and stuff. But she virtually, she does cooking with different chefs, like pro chefs all around the world. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, I guess world. I don't know where they live exactly. But chefs that have their own restaurants and stuff. And so they'll webcam. It's like 30-minute episodes. Through like a webcam.
Our fire's going out.
Our fire is going. Can you put some more gas on it?
Yes, I can.
Just press yes. Is this on YouTube? Again, we didn't put this up. I don't know what this is. Okay, sorry. The fire's good.
I made the fire myself.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Just like on webcam. Like she has a webcam of her kitchen and they're talking like Zoom or whatever. And they're teaching her how to cook something. It's a very good show. And you guys should watch it. Very good. Selena Gomez fan right here.
I think the restaurant's going to Dallas. My bad.
Brianna.
My bad. Well, this is kind of new. I could have sworn some famous like chef is making something here in San Antonio.
On the Riverwalk.
Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
So his closest one is other than Dallas, where? Vegas to us, probably?
Probably.
North Dakota.
In
Vegas, I'm sure he has LA's.
Yeah,
I'm sure New York, 100%. Miami? Question mark? Does he have one in Miami? I know he has some in London.
Dang, there's so many.
This guy is just too successful. Can't keep up.
He needs to chill out. Save some restaurants for the rest of us.
Facts.
All restaurants do their some. I hate when a thing asks about
a thing.
No, I don't want to allow cookies. I don't want cookies. Let me see. Okay.
Ooh, this just came on 30 minutes ago. I obviously have Reddit downloaded on my iPad. I'm reading like a notification. Don't even know what this is from. Ask Men. I don't even think I was a part of that group. But whatever. Let me ask you this. Real quick. I know we're running short on time. How do you reconcile the fact that women complain about men interpreting their friendliness as flirting? Right?
Okay.
You with me so far?
Okay.
But also complain about men not getting their hints. That's like a double-edged sword. So like they're saying we're being friendly, right? So the one side of the argument is we're being friendly, and
like guys are being friendly.
Women.
Okay, women
are being friendly, and the guys think we're flirting with them. The other side of the argument is we're being friendly, but the guys aren't getting the hint.
Oh.
Both friendliness, two different outcomes. Doesn't really happen to me. women just come up to me and say I want to fuck. So it just happens.
I bet. I've seen it live. I've seen it happen.
Very straight up about it. So I'm not too sure. Eric, do you have any take on this?
I've seen it like where they don't even ask them or say anything. They just pull his pants down.
They just pull my pants down, and it's a little bit like a pokes him right in the eye.
He's already ready.
Yeah. I'm bricked up all the time, baby.
Any female comes in his presence, just automatically instinct.
Grandma.
I don't know. Just better communication. I feel like just say your intention, because I think the issue is with guys, we're very like mean what we say and say what we mean. Like,
I want to fuck.
I'm not gonna be dropping you hints that like, hey, you know, like I'm hungry.
Like, hey, let's go out to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, let's go out to eat. I'm hungry. Let's go here. Let's go do this.
Well, now in this society, we need to be sensitive because we get canceled for everything. Have you seen the cancel culture in the gym where guys are recording or something? Or they're.
I was in a gym video.
No shot.
Yeah, I promise you. I can send you the link. I wasn't doing anything. I was standing with my friend, my coworker, Jarek. I was standing with him, and we're waiting for a bench to open up. So we're just standing there talking because the dude was about to finish. He's like, oh, I just need one more set. We're like, okay, yeah. So we're just standing by so we can take it. And we ended up being in the background. Because you know that other gym that I told you? By
Chivito?
Yeah. So that place has a bunch of influencers or whatever, like gym influencers. And Jarek had told me before going in, he's like, yeah, just a heads up. Like, there's a lot of cameras all over because there's a bunch of influencers. I'm like, okay, like, whatever. Like, this might be one or two. I thought he was exaggerating. I walk in, there's people with like whole like gimbal things, two-handed, like following around and everything. People with tripods set up. I'm like, I've never seen this.
I understand the tripod because you got to record yourself. Someone has a camera crew, basically?
A camera crew following like 3 guys.
Are they famous? I want to ask them, hey, what's your channel?
I can.
Because if I look up your channel and you got
apparently he has
400 subscribers, I'm gonna punch you the fucking face.
No, he should have a decent following from what I've been told. I haven't looked at his channel.
So you have the
video?
Yeah. From his channel?
Yeah.
He told you about it?
Yeah.
Or you asked?
What do you mean?
Like, did you ask, hey, do you have a channel? Or
no.
Or was he like, hey, I got a channel if you want to check it out?
No. Jarek knew that guy. He's like, you see that big buff guy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, he has a YouTube channel. I think he has a lot of subscribers. I follow him on Instagram or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then later, like a week later, a couple of days later, Jarek's like, hey, like we're in the background of his video. I'm like, what? He sent a screenshot. And then he sent the link. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
So you did something wrong right now.
What
you
I do?
told me where these influencers are with cameras.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm just going to go and act a fool while they're recording.
I mean, you can, as long as you're being safe.
Yeah, I work.
That way you don't get kicked out.
Huh?
That way you don't get kicked out.
Oh, no, I won't.
But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, that tripped me out because I saw like the first time I saw him, I don't know what exercise he was doing. Honestly, it was like incline dumbbell bench, and the dude comes with the whole camera thing, following him around like that, and getting angles with like a two-handed.
I wonder what's the policy on that. Is there? I don't know. I've never thought about gym policy like that. You just open to record, and so essentially by saying we're an open record establishment, if that's even a thing.
Well, I don't think there's any like signs that say like, hey, you're coming in here, you might be recorded.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just
so. It's just assumed if you come in here, there's a chance you could be recorded.
You should know already, I guess. Like when you're going into
it's like an
gym,
assumed thing.
Yeah, like an unspoken rule. Like you come in here, you're probably gonna get recorded.
I'm suing.
I don't think you can sue. I think technically you're in a public space.
That's private to Gold's Gym.
I mean, I feel like it's a gray area because technically Walmart's a private establishment, but it's open to the public.
But they can kick you off for recording.
They can. I mean, depending on their policy. But that's where I don't think Gold's Gym has a policy on recording. I think their only thing is like you can't record in the bathroom area, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Pull your cock out.
But
that's weird. That's cool. I've never seen that. I don't really.
Yeah, it tripped me out seeing that. I've never seen it out in the wild.
Gone to out in the wild.
Bro, you only see that like on
TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't gone to a.
I'm gonna end up in a Joey Swole video. You know who that guy is?
No idea.
Joey Swole?
No idea.
Look him up on TikTok.
Do I want to?
Yeah, no, he's actually a pretty cool guy. He's very wholesome, and he gets mad at people who like, let's say I'm recording myself and I see you in the background and I'm like, oh, look at this creeper, like he's just looking at me, whatever, and like I show your face, I put you on blast, whatever, kind of dragging your name to the dirt essentially, and like I post it for views or whatever. You know, I was very wrong in what I was doing. then like he'll go. People will tag that video. They'll tag Joey Swole, and he'll go on that video. He'll stitch it, whatever, and he'll kind of like
scold them,
condemn them for saying that. It's like the gym should be a safe space for everyone, and this and that, and he's very much about like increasing positivity in the gym culture.
Nice. Yeah, I don't. Past couple of years, I've been working out in my apartment gym, so I don't have a gym membership. Not to say I don't work out. I do work out just here. And I just recently learned, actually, as you know, my apartment complex gym has been under construction for months. Since I pretty much lived here. Moved here in October, and I think they started in December. So I got like 1 month of, or maybe January, I don't know. Got like a month or two of gym use, and now it's like half-assed. Allegedly, they never said anything, but what I've learned is that they are actually giving us a $60 credit to go to the gym.
Oh.
Which is good for them.
How do you charge that to them?
I don't know. But my my friend that lives here, shout out John, told me about it. They give us a newsletter every month. So the newsletter gives like information and a calendar in the back and shows you what food trucks are coming what days. So like today we have that Jamaican one. So anyway, and somewhere he said it's on that newsletter. And I was like, dude, they never said anything. But
I don't think that's something you'd advertise.
Yeah. One, yes, from my point of view, that's dick, right? But for two, as a management, you're like, well, I don't want to pay for everyone's gym membership. And if we email that out, everyone's going to redeem it. Yeah. Or more people are than if we just put in a newsletter. More than likely.
Just to say that we put it out there.
Yeah. Like, and more than likely, they put this on our door. More than likely, people will grab it and throw it away. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right? We don't. We put it just because we have the calendar, because they have like Margarita Day sometimes. And whatever. But it's on there, and I still have it on my fridge. So when I go home, it's actually reminding me.
Double check.
Yeah. So Steph's been going to Hotworks and been whooping my ass, and it's $55. So 60 would cover that completely.
Yeah. So you thinking about getting Hotworks too?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it kicks my ass. I mean, it's a workout. I harp on it. I really do underestimate it. But the 30 minutes there is like it fucking works. It works me out. Honestly.
Yeah. I can work you out too in less than half the time.
There's a gym right across that nice one. That's $160.
Yeah, that's lifetime. Not. You have to live there.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Even with a $60 credit, that brings it down to, I think it's 70, 80, because it's 140, I think. Or 130, 130 or 140, went around there. So I mean, it still brings down to like $80, which is
you'd have to live there. Like you'd have to be there every day for hours to make it worth
every day, and like you're fucking
taking advantage of every single amenity,
or something like that. Yeah. The only thing I would like there is basketball, because I like playing basketball. I like shooting hoops.
I saw the Gold's Gym here on 1604 heading towards 281.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about today.
They have a basketball thing.
They do. Yeah. They have a court.
I thought you were talking about the other one by the Chili's by Bandera. Over like where Barnes & Noble's is.
Oh, no, that's west.
Where Academy is.
That's west.
Yeah, I thought that's the one you were talking about.
No, I was talking about the one over here going towards 281.
Yeah.
See, I would get that one, and I honestly didn't mind working out there, and I would buy that in the membership. It's only one membership. It's like 50 or 55. But that one gets you everywhere. It's just one.
I only pay like 30.
Yeah, but because this one gets you to everything.
That's why.
Oh, maybe because this one has a basketball court and a pool.
I mean, I'd still be able to go there. So what you should do
is buy yours and go there.
Yeah, exactly. Just buy it from there. I think you have to go in person, get the thing there, but whatever, and then because like I have access to all the Gold's gyms across the U.S. or whatever. So if I wanted to, I can go there. But I'm still only paying. It's like $30, but then after taxes and everything, it's like $37. Still not too much.
I don't know when I would go, because what I hate is.
Just let me know.
I'm sorry that this fucking episode is longer than usual. Yeah. This is our last thing. The reason I don't go to that gym is because it's far. Not far. It's not far because it's about 8 minutes. But 1604 traffic is trash.
Yeah.
So when I would go, I would either have to go late at night, which I don't entirely mind, but it's not something I do want to do daily. Like I don't want to have to go to the gym 9 o'clock every day, because usually I work out, eat dinner, I'm done by 7 or 8. Then the last couple hours is just me relaxing, watching TV before bed. Or go early in the morning, which is usually what I do here. I go for a run, wake up like at 6:30, go for a run, or go to the gym here. I'm done by 7:30, shower. I'm at work by 8:15, which is what I like. And in the morning, I actually like working out in the morning just because I don't have to think about it all day.
Yeah.
Worst part is waking up. But comparing it to working out in the afternoon, even if it's 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I have to go work out now.
That's me, like all the time. Because whenever I work out, it's usually about like 8 or 9 at night. And by the time I get home, it's like 10:30. I shower and everything. It's already 11 and I haven't ate yet.
Yeah.
So there I am cooking or trying to get something together, eating, and by midnight.
See, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of tiring. But then like during the day, I don't go right after work because by 5 or 6, it's very, very packed. And I don't
That's another thing.
I don't like waiting for equipment. I like to just keep moving.
Get in, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like hang out and socialize at the gym.
Yeah.
Unless it's like basketball. But yeah, I want to go play basketball. That's something cool. Like, so I like when Darren, he likes to go play basketball, but that's way up there, 1.
Yeah.
2, that's kind of outdoors. And like when it's rainy and shit, you can't go. But the gym wasn't that bad.
Well, if you ever end up wanting to go, just let me know. But if you end up getting hot work, that's fine.
Well, I'll think about it actually. But like I said, if I do work out daily, now this is just side conversation, not even podcast related. Let's actually cut it there real quick. Thank you guys for watching. It's a longer episode. We're going to talk about our unhealthy habits and how to make them better. But let us know your favorite superhero actually in the comments. Let us know your favorite superhero.
And if you have a good title.
Good title? I don't know. Let us know what you think. But we'll think about it. We'll post it. And we'll catch y'all later.
Thanks for listening.